Hi everybody, my name's Stephanie Williams. I'm the esthetician here at Laser Hair Removal and Skin Clinic. Today I'm going to demonstrate a Rezenerate Facial for you, along with a few other procedures. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So right now we are prepping Deb's skin. I'm using the TheraDerm New Peel, which is an awesome natural enzyme mask that has papaya and pineapple in here, and this is helping to remove dead skin cells and keeping our skin nice and hydrated as well. So this is something that you can use at home about 2 times a week, but you guys can see, look at all that dead skin just kind of sloughing off. So this helps prep our skin, and it's going to let the next part of the facial be a little bit more efficient. So now we're going to get started with the dermaplane portion of the facial. Dermaplaning is one of my favorite forms of exfoliation. It's going to remove the outer layers of dead skin, which can ultimately give your complexion kind of a dull appearance. So once we gently remove those dead skin cells, another bonus is that it's going to take off any vellus hair, some of that peach fuzz that you see on the face. It's going to let any topical serums that we put on next become much more efficient and effective. That way we can actually correct things that you're seeing with your skin, such as hyperpigmentation, increasing cell turnover rate. Ladies that love to wear makeup, your makeup's going to sit on the skin much more evenly and look very effortless, but this is just going to set the foundation for the rest of the facial. So I know you're all wondering if this is going to affect how our hair grows back. It's not going to be thicker or coarser because we're only removing it at the surface of the skin. We're not pulling it like we would waxing. So this isn't going to affect how it grows back. It's just going to be as vellus and thin as it was, how it is today. So we're going to get started with the Rezenerate portion of the facial. This is where we're actually going to make some corrections with Deb's skin. So she's more so concerned with fine lines and aging, and even just slowing down that aging process. So this device is creating tiny little permeations into the skin, but very superficial. It's also infusing her skin with kind of my own little cocktail of serums. Got some hyaluronic acid in there, some vitamin C. So this device is very similar to microneedling in the aspect of creating tiny little permeations in the skin. However, we're not utilizing needles. We are utilizing about 46 tiny little pyramids that are made out of silicone on the top of this little chip. And that way we are still stimulating collagen growth. We're infusing the serums into her skin. So that's how we are plumping up these fine lines. So another great benefit to having Rezenerate done is the fact that I can treat right up to the lash line. So a lot of ladies are concerned with that dehydrated skin around the eyes, and that's going to lead to seeing fine lines and wrinkles a little bit more pronounced. So the fact that I can treat right up to the lash line, upper and lower, I can really infuse your tissue with these serums, hyaluronic acid to keep those cells nice and hydrated and plumped. But also I can treat the right over top of the lips. So that's one of my favorite things with this, because you can really get some plumping of the lips, and people love that. Close. So again, what this device is doing, it's creating tiny little permeations, very superficial, in the outer layer of the epidermis. So the size of the permeations can be compared to 1/3 of a human hair. So anytime that you have that controlled wound to the skin, that's going to send your body a signal to create new collagen and new elastin. Just like any other time you have a wound in your body, you're going to have that new collagen growth, and you're going to see tightening of the skin. Immediately we're seeing it short-term benefits from the hyaluronic acid, which is plumping up the cells, but the real benefit and the real goal with these procedures is to have long-term benefits of having that elastin and collagen production to smooth out those fine lines, smooth out those wrinkles, and even skin tone. Any hyperpigmentation it's going to help correct. If blemishes are an issue for you guys, this is really going to help treat the source of the acne, and also once we have that under control, this is also going to help even up any scarring, uneven texture that's left over from those post breakouts. This device can really treat anything across the board with the skin. And Deb, how's that feel? It's not too rough, or it doesn't feel abrasive, right?
It's not uncomfortable at all.
We can get right in all those pores. This is going to help shrink pore size, because we're getting exfoliation from this microchip as well. That's also going to increase your cell turnover rate to have new skin and collagen growth. Anytime you want to see corrections with the skin, that's what you want to have done. I'm going to do treat right over top of the lips now, and this is one of not only my favorite part of the treatment, but I think clients' favorite part too. My younger clients love it because it does give them that little pout, but also my kind of older women, they really love it too, because it's going to help not only treat the lips, but the fine lines around the lips too. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this hyaluronic acid and vitamin C serum, and then we're going to go right over top of it, and you're going to see how poutier they get. So it helps with volume, but it also is going to help with color too, because we're really increasing that blood flow, so you're going to see them get a little bit darker in color. And of course, with any other treatment, as long as you're having them done regularly, you're going to see the short-term benefits, but you're going to see the long-term benefits last a little bit longer too. So I'm always suggesting that clients have treatments such as this done about every 6 to 8 weeks. That way that we are continually going in and stimulating that new collagen growth periodically. So you're going to see those long-term benefits last a lot longer too. Because we are constantly aging. Every day we're in the environment fighting free radical damage, UV exposure, so it is important that you are continuously, one, using great home care, but two, having professional treatments such as this done about every 2 months. So, I mean, not only can we treat right over top of that eyelid too, I don't know if you can see, but Deb has had permanent makeup done in her brows, which look fabulous. But this is not going to affect how long those natural brow strokes are going to last in there. Since it is so superficial, we're not affecting the placement of that ink at all. So we finished with the Rezenerate portion of the facial. Now I'm just applying a little bit of that leftover cocktail of serums, and then we're going to apply the LED light. So this light is really beneficial to, one, continue to stimulate new collagen growth. It's going to help penetrate this product into the skin, which will allow it to be more effective that way. We're going to put it on the red setting today too. That wavelength is specific to continue to even out pigmentation, but especially we're really targeting collagen and elastin growth today. The LED is one of my favorite things to use after a treatment like Rezenerate because it's really going to maximize the effects. Alright, so here we go with the mask. We're just going to apply this right on top of the face. And again, this is going to help stimulate collagen growth. Those wavelengths are penetrating into her skin pretty superficially, but it's, again, boosting the effects of that Rezenerate Facial. Alright, so we're going to take off the mask now. She's been sitting here for about 15 minutes. We're going to end the facial with a little bit of oxygen therapy. Now this is one of my favorite things to do post-procedure, not only one, because it feels really great, because right now Deb is feeling maybe a little bit of heat in her skin, a little bit of tingle. We're going to help calm all that down and continue to infuse her skin with some OPC serum, which is by Theraderm. It's one of my favorites. Lots of vitamin C to help calm everything down, continue to even out that pigmentation. But one of the real benefits of facials like this, comparing them to older, old school facials, kind of fluffy facials is what I call them, where you put masks on and then just remove them. That way you're not really having any correction with the skin. This style, where we're infusing the skin with these topical serums and these treatments, that way we're really able to correct any issues. So again, we're going to get started with the oxygen therapy. And this is using straight up O2. That way her cells are infused with the oxygen. Your cells can't function without pure oxygen. That way they're able to all function properly and get the best results from these serums that we're applying topically. The other benefit too, we're infusing, it's going to shoot out oxygen but also atomized serums. So it's going to feel really, really nice on the skin. And here we go. Deb, this is going to feel a little chilly. And it's going to feel nice and calming too, okay? Does it feel okay?
Feels good.
So we're finishing up with the oxygen therapy. As you can see, her skin is super glowy, really dewy and fresh, and nice and hydrated. A little bit pink, a little rosy in the cheeks. That's all going to go away here in the next hour or so. Some people last with that redness a little bit longer. It really just depends on how sensitive you are. But again, if you are someone that already has signs of aging, fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, this facial can not only correct that, but also if you're a little bit younger, if you're seeing fine lines, if you're wanting to prevent those fine lines from happening, or even if you have blemishes and acne, this facial is definitely for you. It's across the board, going to treat so many different aspects of skincare concerns. But if you have any other questions, definitely don't hesitate to call me or message me on Facebook. I'm here at Laser Hair Removal and Skin Clinic. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that